Cleveland Browns insiders reveal favorite to win quarterback competition. What is the order of the Cleveland Browns quarterback depth chart? There is no consensus on a leader between former Oregon Ducks star, rookie Dillon Gabriel, veteran Joe Flacco, fourth-year Kenny Pickett, and rookie Shedeur Sanders. The Cleveland Browns rookies are already in training camp before the rest of the team arrives on Tuesday, meaning rookie quarterbacks Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders are back on the field, competing their spot on the depth chart. On July 22nd, when veterans arrive, quarterbacks Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett will arrive as reps will be split among the four quarterbacks. The order and statistics of reps in minicamp were closely monitored, and training camp is expected to be the same as Browns coach Kevin Stefanski and his staff continue to evaluate their entire roster. Among ESPN Cleveland's Tony Rizzo and Tony Grossi, there is no consensus on who is viewed as the Browns' starting quarterback. Grossi believes Flacco leads while Rizzo has his eyes on Gabriel, the former Oregon Ducks star, and Pickett, entering his fourth season in the NFL. On Monday morning, Rizzo spoke on ESPN Cleveland about the quarterback competition in Cleveland. The number one question is, what's the order? We all were off for 4 weeks. 5 weeks they had their meetings, said Rizzo. Give me quarterback 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now. I'm telling you that I believe that Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel are the two guys that I'd be looking at right now to start this season. Cleveland spent a third-round pick on Dillon Gabriel in the 2024 NFL Draft, and Kenny Pickett was traded to the Browns in exchange for quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson and a fifth-round draft pick. Another Browns insider, Tony Grossi, appeared on the show and gave his thoughts on the quarterback room before training camp officially starts. Grossi believes that Flacco and Pickett are ahead of the rookies while Gabriel is ahead of Sanders. Grossi continued to say that the Browns hold Gabriel's mental capacity in high regard. They are intrigued by Dillon Gabriel. They think from the neck up, he is a number one pick from the neck up, said Grossi. The news of Gabriel adjusting well to the mental side of the NFL is no huge surprise after a 6-year career in college football. In addition, Gabriel followed in the footsteps of Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix by transferring to Oregon to play for coach Dan Lanning and offensive coordinator Will Stein. Nix exceeded expectations in his rookie season in Denver with Broncos coach Sean Payton, known for having a complicated offense. Grossi continued to say that the Browns hold Gabriel's mental capacity in high regard. They are intrigued by Dillon Gabriel. They think from the neck up, he is a number one pick from the neck up, said Grossi. The news of Gabriel adjusting well to the mental side of the NFL is no huge surprise after a 6-year career in college football. In addition, Gabriel followed in the footsteps of Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix by transferring to Oregon to play for coach Dan Lanning and offensive coordinator Will Stein. Nix exceeded expectations in his rookie season in Denver with Broncos coach Sean Payton, known for having a complicated offense. The heat rose from the practice fields in Berea like a living thing, shimmering above the turf as if the quarterback battle itself had ignited the air. Training camp was barely a week old, yet whispers darted through the Browns complex with the speed of a perfectly thrown slant route. The insiders know. Someone is pulling ahead. The favorite is emerging. Every summer brings competitions, but this one felt different. A new rookie with a famous last name. A veteran still trying to justify his signing bonus. A former collegiate star with fire in his veins. And in the middle of it all, a head coach determined to keep his poker face. The question had haunted every media availability, every fan forum, every late-night talk show. Who's winning the race for QB1 in Cleveland? On Monday morning, the dam finally broke. He's our favorite to win it, one anonymous front office source told a local beat reporter, leaning against the chain-link fence as the team broke for water. He's commanding the huddle like it's been his since day one. The insider didn't name names at first, but by the time the practice horn sounded, the identity was no longer a secret. From the sideline, you could see the way receivers gravitated toward him after every rep, the way offensive linemen clapped him on the helmet after a quick word in the huddle. And you could see, most of all, the throws, crisp, effortless, placed into the tightest of windows as if the football itself had fallen in love with his spiral. It was Shedeur Sanders. Look, the insider continued. Kenny Pickett is sharp. Dillon Gabriel is hungry. Cam Ward is exciting. But Shedeur, he's different. He makes everyone else stand taller. In one sequence that afternoon, Sanders orchestrated a hurry-up drill so smooth it looked choreographed. He faked a handoff, dodged an imaginary blitz, and hit Elijah Moore on a deep crosser that turned into a 40-yard gain. Without missing a beat, he waved the offense forward, reset at the line, and found Amari Cooper with a no-look pass that drew gasps from the few fans lucky enough to watch. When the ball hit Cooper's hands, the sideline erupted. Even the defense, competitive to a fault, couldn't hide a few smiles. Stefanski was asked about the play afterward. He tried to downplay it, but his words betrayed a hint of excitement. "You know, it's camp. We're evaluating every snap," he said. "But yeah, Shedur's showing great poise. That's what you want to see." In the locker room, players spoke in hushed tones to reporters. A veteran offensive lineman leaned back against his stall, helmet still in his hands. "You can feel it," he said. "The kid doesn't flinch. We all know what's at stake, but he's just calm. That's rare around here." Another player, a backup tight end fighting for his own roster spot, nodded in agreement. "Everybody's grinding, but when he's in there, it feels like we're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He sees things before they happen." Fans picked up on the buzz instantly. Twitter timelines lit up with practice clips. Shedur dropping back, reading the safety, firing a strike between two defenders. TikTok videos looped his post-practice autograph sessions, where he grinned and told kids, "We're building something special, y'all." Local radio hosts debated the implications. "If the insiders are right," one said, "this could be the turning point we've been waiting for since forever." Another cautioned, "Let's not crown him yet. It's camp. We've seen favorites fade before." But optimism had already taken root. Downtown, a muralist began sketching Shedur's outline on the side of a cafe wall. Pencil lines tracing the image of the rookie mid-throw, a halo of orange and brown behind him.